Ladies and gentlemen, the Tales of Arya article is now live on Fab TCG, and oh my goodness, does it have some good info for us. Today we're going to talk all the way through the article. I'm going to mention some of the finer points that jumped out to me. You may not have noticed them, maybe you did, but we can talk about them together. A couple of really interesting notes tucked into some of these things that I'm really excited about. We'll talk about the heroes, one of which we already know, and oh my god, I'm ready to do this thing. So let's click the article. And let's wait for it to load, and it crashed. Oh my god, this is so perfect. I'm leaving this in the video. I am so that is staying 100% in. Oh, is it just like dead? Is my internet just gone? I have to now check. Do I have? Okay, good. It's back. Don't worry, it's back. Oh my goodness, that was so perfect. That is like 100% staying in the video. Okay. Bring it back together, put the professional face on or whatever. Here we go. Let's talk all the way through this article. At the end, we'll go over a couple of things that I'm really excited about, and I'll make a couple of predictions. But it starts with this. The protectors of Eisenloft awaken from their endless winter summer. Slumber. Not summer. Slumber. It's been a long day. Bear with me. The wardens of Candlehold sharpen their thorns within the blossoming undergrowth. The prophets of Volthaven set their sights on a future painted by the great Aurora. By the way, this probably should have the right there. I'm just going to say it probably should, because painted by great Aurora is not how it's said in the ICV2 article. Anyway, whatever. I'm off on a tangent. Tales of Arya is a standalone booster set introducing 3 new heroes with all new mechanics as we explore the vibrant land of Arya and the troubles that lie within. Designed for exceptional sealed deck, booster draft, and constructed format gameplay. That is really interesting. It's designed for sealed, booster, and constructed. Of course, I'm assuming they also mean Blitz within that because they're releasing Blitz decks, but maybe they really just tooled it for those couple of things. Release date. Okay, this is one of the big kind of, I was going to make a video about this prior to this thing coming out, but now I might as well just talk about it now. Release date for first edition boosters and Blitz decks is September the 24th, 2021. Okay, so September 24th, keep that date in mind, because if we look down here, I mean, we can talk about the pre-release, I guess. Pre-release events in selected stores around the world, September 17th through 19th, so the weekend before. Now, this is the interesting thing. The world premiere of the set at Calling Las Vegas is September the 10th, and we start getting spoilers September the 1st. Okay, so at this point in the life cycle of the game, we have always had about 2 to 3 weeks of spoilers leading up to pre-release, leading up to the release of the set. And if we look at the dates here, that's about what they've built in. But there's a wrench thrown into this by the world premiere at the Calling Las Vegas. So it bears the question, how are they going to run spoiler season if they really only have 10 days before the boxes actually get opened? That to me is the very interesting thing about this whole proceeding, because they could, for example, they could just give 10 days worth of spoilers of the set out to the community at large, spoil it like crazy. There's like things happening all over the place. There's a spoiler here, a spoiler there, boom, 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 boom. A ton of spoilers inundated, and then we get it on the 10th at the Calling, but then we just wait for a week, and then we have the 17th through the 19th pre-release. That could be one way, and honestly, I think that's the way probably we'll see it. The other way is that we have spoiler season continuing through this, but the danger in that is if you're given a spoiler card on September the 11th and someone opens it and posts it on the internet at September the 10th when this happens, then you're basically just kind of plowed from under, right? The rug's pulled from under you. You don't actually get to spoil that card because it's technically been spoiled at the pre-release, or at the world premiere, I should say. So it's really interesting. And what I think we're going to have happen is what I explained first. I think they're going to do 10 days of mega spoilers, just constantly. And then we'll know what's in the set September 10th when everything goes crazy, like we play it and all that. Anyone that's at the world premiere at the Calling Las Vegas. And then we wait for a week, and then we have pre-release, and then we have the actual release of the set, the 24th. That's my hypothesis. What do you think in the comments below? Let me know. That's my speculation for this portion. Let's keep going, because I think there's some really cool, interesting info down here. And holy crap, this art, by the way. Oh, it's so good. Okay, product configuration. There's 238 cards in a set. That is less than the previous set, Monarch. Obviously, it's more than Crucible, and I think it's less than... I'll have to check the numbers on Arcane Rising and Welcome to Wraith. I don't remember my distribution there. One Fabled, so you're not have. I saw someone like speculate, oh, there's gonna be like 2 Fableds. That would be sick. And I was like, maybe that'd be kind of cool. But there's only one. 6 legendaries again, which is interesting. We'll have to talk about those. 27 Majestics, 54 rares, 136 commons, 14 tokens. Normal booster pack distribution here. 4 displays per case, 24 packs per display. Same exact thing. Designed to support sealed deck and booster draft and constructed gameplay, like it's set up there. Obviously, first edition has cold foils. That's what you want to be at. They give an MSRP. We'll see. This is another video I was gonna make. I don't think we're gonna see the craziness that we saw for Monarch. I think that whole blow up the price prior was a bit misguided. I'll talk about that in another video. Nevertheless, I don't think we're gonna see that. I think we're gonna see more middling. I think it is gonna be more than this MSRP. I think just straight up, it's gonna be more than MSRP, but I don't think it's gonna be like crazy to the moon kind of print or cost, I should say. This is okay. Now we're coming to a couple of very interesting points. These are the talks about the Blitz decks. It's 40 card pre-constructed deck. It's the same thing we saw from Monarch. I think those Monarch Blitz decks are fantastic. I've played those with my son. I taught him how to play the game with those, and those are more complicated heroes. And we'll talk about this right here. This is the spiciest line of the entire release thing to me. This is crazy. Designed for new players and kitchen table gaming. If this is true about these Blitz decks, I think this can speak highly to what the set is capable of as well. Because if we look at the composition of the Blitz decks for the Monarch set, there was no way to really tool those interactions down. Like, the cards are the cards. The effects on the heroes are the effects, okay? And if you just jammed a bunch of like vanilla, didn't do much, just attacks into those Blitz decks, the heroes don't function. And so this is why this to me is the most exciting part of this entire thing, is because this line right here insinuates, and maybe I'm reading too much into it, it insinuates that the gameplay in Tales of Arya is going to be more accessible for new players and more fun at the kitchen table as just like a sit down, jam some games out. It also makes sense when you think about the fact that they've talked about this set being really good for sealed, really good for draft. If that's the case, it speaks to what the heroes can do. It speaks to what the interplay between those heroes and the cards themselves can do. I think this is going to be a fantastic set for new players, for players in general that want to just engage with the game constantly over and over and over again at their kitchen table. Yes, at the game store too, but like together as a friend group or a family, that sort of thing. And that's an important thing as I bump the desk. That's an important thing to say. This is a big deal. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Let me know if I am in a comment below. Okay, other things we know about the set. First of all, oh, this art. I'm gonna click it. Look, you see the flickering because I have that background up. Look, this art. Whoa, I zoomed way too much in. I am such a sucker for Celtic knot stuff and like Viking knot things. And this, oh my goodness, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to get like a poster with like just this art, and I'm gonna have to like just, I don't know, like whoosh, this whole thing right here. That's what I want. I want a poster of Celtic knot Tales of Arya stuff, because this hits me right there. Hits me right there. This is so beautiful. I like that stuff. I love bright colors. I love the pops of colors. I think this is fantastic looking. This looks great. Let's talk about the packs and the hero that we know about. This pack art is the adult pack art, the adult Lexi hero. Lexi is the name of the ranger hero pictured here. She is an archer, therefore she's a ranger. She has an elemental bow, we can say. I mean, it's probably not elemental in that sense, but you can see she's channeling lightning. And this is her adult form. And I'll show you how I know that, because if we look here, this says Booster Pack Lexi, right? I mean, it makes sense. The Blitz deck obviously is her younger self, and the Blitz deck shows us more info about her. It's got the same bow, it would appear. We don't see any of the lightning effects, so we can assume that she has gained that over the course of perhaps her life. Her hair is white and it fades into color. It looks awesome. I love the side quiver, which is like totally on point. Like historically, side quivers are totally cool as well. Everyone should, if you're an archer, you should have a side quiver. Those are sick, because you just like pull it out like a gun, you know, like that sort of thing. If you've ever done archery, if you do archery, let me know in a comment below. I picked it up a little bit. I should have kept going with it, but I picked it up a little bit. Notice the background of her, okay? This is another thing I want to get into when it comes to predictions. The background, we have a dude dressed in like warm clothes. We have what looks like snow. Can I zoom in more? Yeah. Well, let me like kind of scooch around. Snow. We have targets in the background. This little boy doesn't look like he's too cold, but it looks like it's a snowy kind of an area, which means to me she's in like the northern part of Arya, where we have like the Eisen's Peak Mountains, and I'm gonna guess that she is connected to Volthaven, which is probably a pretty kind of safe assumption based on the fact that her adult form art shows her sort of channeling electricity, elemental energy. Because as we saw with the adult form art here, she's got the electric stuff going on. But this leads me to some predictions, okay? I'm just gonna throw these out there because I've been thinking about them. Eisenloft, actually, she could be also from Eisenloft as well. But the Prophets of Volthaven, that's one that she could be as well. So really she has two options to me. I think they've given these three places 3 heroes, because we know that there are 3 heroes. There are 3 Blitz decks, just like this, and those, by the way, look great. They look fantastic. 3 Blitz decks, 3 heroes. By the way, did you notice when we go to the booster display, did you notice they just blurred out one of the heroes? And I'm pretty sure they blurred out the Candlehold hero, and you can see this if you scroll down and zoom in. This is not the same pack that they have on top of the box. This is a flat laid down version of the Lexi pack. This is a very green, very lush looking hero. And it kind of goes to the point that I think they have been telling us all along where these heroes are from. I think they've picked each of these little regions within Arya, and they're giving us a hero for each of them. So with that prediction, we have to then decide, is Eisenloft or Volthaven where Lexi is from? Yes, she's channeling electricity. Yes, there's an aurora behind her. To me, those things kind of hint towards Volthaven, but we do know, if you watch the video on Arya that I made, Eisen's Peak and maybe it is Eisenloft, just straight up in there, is in the north. There is snow around there. Maybe she has connections both ways, but I do think she's going to be the Volthaven hero. I'm going to go on a limb. Candlehold is going to be a hero that's all green, all lush and growing, which is interesting. Okay, so here was my original prediction. If they're giving us 4 classes, which they're not, they're giving us 3. If they were giving us 4, I would have said Guardian, Wizard, Ranger, and then something else. But they're giving us 3 heroes, and we already know they're giving us Ranger. I'd be hard pressed for them not to give us Guardian. But then I thought, man, Wizard just makes so much sense. It makes so much sense for them to give us a Wizard, because Wizard is one of those more downtrodden classes. If that's the case, then we could see like a Druid style growth wizard, I don't know, life wizard, which could be very interesting. That could be very, very interesting. And then just a straight up standard kind of like Guardian here. The Protectors of Eisenloft. It just makes sense. I don't know. Awaken from their endless winter slumber. So to me, maybe this screams like the Ancients are coming back, and then they've imbued a hero like a Guardian hero with their power. I don't know, but I'm very interested. And it's hard for me to say that all of these heroes are going to have the same talent at this point. It's kind of hard for me to say that. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. What do you think? But I'm going to predict that we're going to get a Volthaven Ranger in Lexi. I'm going to say we're going to get a Wizard. I guess you could call it a Druid. I don't think they're going to do that though. I think they're going to put it into a class that we already have. I don't think they're going to give us a new class. I think they're going to give us 3 classes that we already have. And so I think they're going to be Wizard, Ranger, and Guardian. And so I guess we'd have Guardian, Wizard, and Ranger. That's a big prediction. It could be totally wrong. They could give us new classes. But I have a feeling that they want to take the classes we have, the ones that didn't get any support in Monarch, and just finish them, fill them out. Minus the Crucible heroes that they gave us in Crucible of War, like the extra ninjas and things like that. I think that's where they're going with this. So I am incredibly excited. I don't know about you guys, but look at this. Let's just scroll down. Look at the art. So this is Eisenloft. It is fantastic. It is so good. And then we have down here, we have Candlehold, which looks incredible. It's got this just lush look. And if you missed it, you should go check out Alpha Investments video where he showed off the... why'd I blank on the artist's name? Oh my God. Mark Poole. There it was. Mark Poole is just in the back of my head right there. Mark Poole did art for the Tome of Harvests, which is the coolest connection to the other cards in the game already. And it's the art looks fantastic. It's clearly from Candlehold, where he's portraying this tome, and yeah, it just looks really good. You should go check it out. And apparently, he's probably gonna draw 3 cards off of it too. Volthaven looks so good. I mean, how can you not say that this is Lexi's from Volthaven? It just makes too much sense. This is cool. Lake Frigid. That's neat. I didn't scroll this far down. Lake Frigid is cool. This is, I bet you this is sort of describing that one portion that I read in the Arya kind of text, and this definitely is. This is the Thunder Step. This is the area of Arya that everything is just constantly being struck by lightning, and like the field is like black glass, which is super neat. Look at this, Mount Heroic. I have actually not seen this picture at all either. That is really cool. These I've seen for the first time just now, scrolling down this far. That looks incredible. This kind of landscape art is going to play so well on playmats. It's not even funny. I do also want to point this out too. Notice here, we don't have a slot for unlimited. This is my last point of speculation. I'm speculating that they, LSS, looked at how the Monarch First Edition print run satiated the market. I really do think this is what happened. First Edition Monarch satiated the market. People bought it like wildfire. It sold out immediately. It was gone. It's like boom. There were no like extra boxes basically left out anywhere. And once that happened, I mean, like a couple of weeks later, we had, technically it was a month, but it didn't feel like it. A couple of weeks later, we had Unlimited come out. And like, we all bought so much First Edition that Unlimited sold a little bit, and then it's just like stuck. And I think LSS saw that, and I'm assuming that because they're printing Tales of Arya in the newer US Cardamundi print company, because they're printing in the US and it's newer, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and speculate to say that they were just like, hey, we're just gonna stick with First Edition. We're gonna print it. We already planned to print it more than we did Monarch, and I think that will satiate demand for now. And then we'll do, in 2 months, we'll do Unlimited, something like that. Now, if that's the case, then you have to run into this issue. You may run into this issue where if the MSRP is basically ignored and the price just shoots up, then you have problems on people being able to pick up the boxes at a decent clip. But we'll see what that is. I mean, we'll see if that's true. It's really, that's 100% speculation. I could be way off base. They could just put, like, tomorrow, they could put a little thing right here that's unlimited edition, and I just look like an idiot, which is not hard for me to do. Look at her. She looks so cool. Goodness gracious. That art is awesome. Yeah, look, snow. Got the Aurora kind of looking thing in the background, but this is clearly Volthaven. She's in Volthaven. It's really the other two. What do we get for the other two? I'm not quite sure, but it just screams to me that they're going to do some sort of a wizard. Maybe they call it a druid and we do get a new class, but some sort of like a life wizard and some sort of guardian. I think those are the three classes that they're going to add to. I'm so pumped. What do you guys think about this? Are you looking forward to this set as well? I am floored. I can't wait. I can't wait. There's some exciting stuff in the works, guys. Some very exciting stuff. Things that you don't even know. And I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with Tales of Arya. Let me know if you like this video. If you want to speculate along with me, let me know that in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you got something out of this rambling of mine. And as always, everybody, thanks for watching.